All right, let's go ahead and run through the first side. This first side of the worksheet should probably only take about 2-3 minutes, and the other side should probably take about 6 or 7. So, anyways, let's jump right into it. We first see our protractor postulate here, and the idea of our protractor is that it can measure angles up to 180 degrees. And we notice on on the inside of the protractor here, it starts at 0 and goes all the way to 180. And then on the outside numbers of the protractor, notice they go from 0 backwards, kind of there to 180. So depending on which angle you're measuring, you'll either determine to start at the 0 that's on the inside or the 0 that's on the outside. So for instance, if I was going to measure angle A, looks like AOB here, I would start at the 0 on the right side. But if I was going to measure, a different angle for anyhow, let's keep going here. So my first angle here, we were talking about AOB. So we notice I'm going to start at the 0 on the outside, and when I go up, my angle seems to be right in between 60 and 70. Let's call that 65 degrees. And we'll put that little circle on the end there to represent our degrees. And now let's go ahead, and if we measured from AOD, this very wide and obtuse angle, we are going to go ahead and start at 0 again, and we'll go past our 65 and end up between 140 and 150. So we'll call that one 145 degrees. And we can notice again that we can measure up to a straight line or a 180 degree angle there. So let's go ahead and fill in a blank here. The measure of angle AOB is equal to the absolute value of the difference between the real numbers for ray OA, put an arrow on the end there, and ray OB. And let's just go ahead and put the formula there, similar to when we were talking about line segments here. The measurement of angle BOD, BOD. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that here so you guys can see what we're talking about. This angle here, BOD, the measurement, that's what that M stands for there. The measurement of angle BOD equals the absolute value. And here it's going to be 145 minus the 65. So we're just kind of getting the difference of those two angle measurements. And 145 minus 65, 14 minus 6 gives me 8. And we're looking at that angle here. We'll call it 80 degrees and draw a nice little arch in there representing that 80 there. Let's go ahead and give a couple examples here. Acute angle less than 90 degrees. And when I think acute, I always think of people when they see babies, they look at that baby and they go, oh, wow, acute, a baby. And then, any baby, sometimes they don't even look like people yet. They're just like mushy, but people, they love babies. They're acute and they're so small, they're acute. And so small angles less than 90 degrees, those are acute angles. Our right angles, those are the ones we'll usually see that little box and the angle indicating it's a right angle, and as well, those are 90 degree angles, and we're pretty familiar with those. They're all around us on the edge of our TV screen we're looking at right now, our edge of our cell phones, the edge of the corners of the walls here. 90 degrees are all over man-made objects here. So anyways, when you go into nature, go outside, you won't see 90 degree angles that often. But anyhow, let's keep it moving. Obtuse, those are larger than 90 degrees. And then I guess we'll clarify less than 180, so less than a straight line. And then a straight angle, that's 180 degrees. And also that's just a straight line. Is a straight angle. So a straight line is a straight angle. 180 degrees. That's it. What kind of angles do opposite rays form? So this question here, we'll draw opposite rays here. There's one going that way, one going this way. And what kind of angles do they form? Hopefully you're saying it forms those straight angles. They looks exactly like the one we just drew. All right, and we were just talking about angle addition postulates when we were looking at a couple of examples here. And we just want to highlight here that this M there, that means measure. So when we read this, if P is the interior of, if point P is the interior of angle RST, then the measurement of angle RST plus the measurement of angle PST equals the measurement of RST. So again, we're just talking about pretty much, if we labeled these angle 1 and angle 2, and then the big angle here, I don't want to kind of mess it up. I guess you could say that big angle, we call that angle S, or no, don't do that. I don't know, I'll call it angle 3 here. But we were just pretty much saying angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3. So we kind of, I'll write that here. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And now I should probably put the angles on there. Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3. And that's pretty much the idea of what they're saying here. And that's what we were talking about earlier in our warm-up. All right, last one on this side. If measurement angle ANE is 52 degrees, ANE, make sure you just follow those along. We say that's 52 degrees. And measurement ENG is 14. What is ANG? What is the whole thing? So 52 plus 14, I'm going for 66 here. And we're just adding those two together. Let's see what this last one says. If ANG is 75, so this is changing our numbers up. And ENG, I'm just, guys, cross this out. I can't be using different numbers on an example I already wrote on. Let's go ahead and we're going to flip over now, or we'll take a quick brain break, and then we'll flip over to the other side and tackle some examples together. Great job so far, guys.